Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Alvin here. So today in this video I'm here with an interesting topic. I hope some of you might have been heard about this topic and maybe be familiar about if you are a Master developer or if you are work with the Nodejs runtime. So let's get started. In this video, I'll be talking about the concurrency in Node.js, or we can say that how can we achieve concurrency in Node.js server. So this is basically a this is a part that make headache to most of the users or the developers. So they will pull their hair while hearing about this. So we can say that this is one of the important portion or the important thing every developer should know, or every Node.js developer should know, or if you are a backend developer, you should be aware of this because of to build scalable and also servers that can handle multiple requests concurrently. Let's get started. Today in this video, I will be talking about the concurrency handling in Node.js, or how to handle concurrent requests in Node.js. And I will also explaining about the native mechanism and also an external thing that can be used to improve the efficiency of our server. So the thing is actually related with the data structure. So you don't need to know about data structure, but if you have any knowledge, it will be very helpful, and it should be very helpful for your future, and also create a small idea about the data structures and algorithms. So it will be very helpful for your interviews and all. So it's not our topic, but I'm just telling you just for your knowledge. So in this video, I will be talking about the concurrency handling in Node.js and how can we handle it using the native mechanism and also by using the external things or the technologies like that. So, as if you are a Node.js developer or if you are familiar with JavaScript, you may have heard about the concurrency handling, because the Node.js or the JavaScript is a single-threaded language. So, the Node.js is actually built upon the V8 engine, so which actually a single-threaded, but the asynchronous handling, or we can say that the concurrency can be handled using the native mechanism like the event loop and thread pools, or we can say that cluster modules, worker thread. Like that libraries are built in with the Node.js runtime, and also the async await promises callbacks. These all are very helpful for, or these all are supporting the native asynchronous handling or concurrency handling in the Node.js runtime. So these are the things that help our system to be very efficient and also to be concurrent, to handle simultaneous multiple requests at the same time. So these are some native mechanism, and I hope you all have an idea about these all things, and I will explain a short bit about each of them. So the first thing is that the event loop and the thread pool. So if you are a Node.js developer, you should be heard about this thing because this is what helps our Node.js system to be not blocked. This is providing a non-blocking I/O for our Node.js application. So the event loop and the thread pool are providing some extra powers to our server. So the event loop is actually handling the request in what order. So in what order they should be handled or they should be processed. So the event loop is handling this thing in our Node.js system, and the thread pool is also when our system, you all know about that the Node.js is a single thread, or the JavaScript is a single thread. It only have one thread. So all the blocking and non-blocking operations are executed in this. So when we think about that, the blocking operation may take some time, and due to this it may cause our application to be blocked. So at this time all the blocking operations are held by the native or the thread by our Node.js, and remaining or the asynchronous tasks or the non-blocking tasks are load back to the thread pool. So thread pool is a thing that include in the Node.js runtime, so which contains so many threads. So if a non-blocking operation is came into the or executed by the or is a scenario meant that the single threaded needs to be execute this non-blocking operation. It will be held load over to the Node.js, or the load is will be load off to the thread pool. So thread pool contains so many threads and they will handle it very efficiently. And you also heard about the promises and async await. I'm not jumping into this because those are very familiar with if you are a JavaScript developer. So and those are also mechanisms that helps our application to be handled concurrent request, or is helps our application to achieve concurrency in our application. So these are the native mechanisms that we follow in our application to achieve the concurrency in our Node.js application. So these are the native mechanisms. And when we talk about the external technologies, I would like to talk about one technology which is a library actually, which is called BullMQ. What is BullMQ, and what is its use, and how can we use that, or how in what way it helps our system to be handle the concurrent request. So the thing is that when we think about that, I already say that if you have a knowledge about data structure and algorithms, it will be very helpful. So in an application like we can consider a payment application, so that we can say that all the payments and all the in any application, all the requests should be handled properly in the way that came. Okay, so there should be there should be keep a consistency in all transactions in our database, and all transactions happen in our system. So basically we can implement a queue system for handling these requests concurrently and in order, which ensure that the consistency in our application and the consistency in each of the transactions. So there we can use the thing called BullMQ, which is actually a library basically used for handling the concurrency in Node.js, and which is a library that built upon the Redis cache. So you may have heard about the Redis, which is a temporary cache used by the servers, so that we can store the data temporarily, and which is very fast memory as compared to our MongoDB or our other SQL or NoSQL databases. So in this case, the Redis caches the data, and which can be retrieved and stored, which the Redis operations are very efficient and which is very fast, which is an in-memory storage. So the read-write operations are very fast and efficient than compared to a database or DBMS like SQL or NoSQL like Postgres or the MongoDB, etc. So the BullMQ library is actually running upon the Redis cache, so which actually queues or enqueues. In terms of technically we say enqueuing, to adding the processor into the queue. So the BullMQ will enqueue all the task and the processor into that particular queue, and which will be processed or in the order by dequeuing, and which will be processed by the worker which are provided by the BullMQ library. So this is how the Node.js can handle the concurrency in our application by using an external library called BullMQ. So I hope this video is be very helpful for you, and that's all I have to talk in this video. Thank you.